G'day again. I'm doing a response video for Richard McCook's question about video makers for the vinyl community. And I'm very new to this, only I've been on it a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd have a go and just share what I think of it so far. His first question is, what's more important, views or subs? At my stage, I'm happy with either. I don't mind. It's good if people watch what I do, but I don't keep score or anything like that, so it doesn't bother me at all, I'd say. Question 2, optimum video length. I try to keep them short, generally under 10 minutes. One of the things I've noticed is my camera that I use will run out at about 15 minutes. So I generally have to do two or three goes of it if that happens. But normally the videos I'll do are not that long anyway. I don't sort of want to ramble on about something when I could, why say it in 10 minutes if you can say it in 5. The only one that took a while was obviously the 20 questions for the vinyl tag, and the introduction I think might have taken a bit longer as well, but most of the things are sort of don't take that much time really. Question 3, is it chore? Are you addicted to it? No. Do you get nervous? Well, the last one's the easiest answer. Yes, I do get nervous because I'm sitting here talking to a camera lens and imagining what's on the other side of it, but it's a chore? Not really. As I said, I'm still new, so it's all sort of a bit sparkly and fresh at the moment. Maybe I'll get style later, but at the moment I quite enjoy doing it. So I'll hopefully continue. Question 4, that's how do you react to bad or negative comments? Well, last time I looked, I don't think I've got any, so I don't know. I couldn't care less anyway. Like, say what you like, it's a free world, If you got, hopefully it's constructive if you do, if you want to neg me on something, well, go for it, I don't mind. The only one I've had was a video that I did, and I got a reply, and I thought, oh, what's this? And when I clicked on it, I went, that's an adult site, and yeah, I had to report that to YouTube. And the interesting thing is a couple of days since then, I've seen a few people that are on the VC that it looks like they've had the same thing, and they haven't taken them down or even noticed it yet. But yeah, I got a shock and a surprise when I first saw it. But for negative comments, water off a duck's back to me. Number 5 is, do you ever buy something just to show? Well, obviously, because I'm just new to it, I haven't actually gone out to buy anything to show. If I need an album for a set or something, if I'm, collecting it, I'll buy it anyway, whether it's going to be shown or not. So at this stage, no, I've never done that. Question 6, how could you improve your channel? Well, I don't know. It's from the if I get feedback to say I could do this better or that better, I'll obviously take it on board. But I just like showing things that I'm interested in, or what I like, or what sort of music I'm into, or things like that. So I'll just put them out, and if people watch it, they do. If they don't, well, so be it. It's it's not really that much of a worry. If I think I've got enough things to show for a while, but obviously, you do run out of ideas, and the best, yeah, so some of the things I'd like to improve is probably how I film the things, because I used to do normal photography, like 35mm and digital camera work, but a video is another thing altogether. You've got how to set it up, the framing, the frame rate, the quality, and all that sort of stuff. It's all totally different. Plus, it's all movement, when you've got to have your settings right for that. So that's another thing I'm sort of learning on the go of how to do it. Question 7 is about Livestream. At this stage, I've got no interest in it. I don't even see them, because some of them go for hours at a time, and I just don't have the time to sit and watch all them. So at this stage, I'd say I don't plan on doing any of that. Question 8, what have you had the most views on, and were you surprised? Not really, because I think the ones that I've got the most views are sort of the vinyl community introduction and obviously the 2021 vinyl tag, and that's one of those ones where you do get a lot of new people have got on, including obviously that's what's happened to me, and people probably want to check you out, so what you've got and what you show and that sort of thing. So I just want to try to keep the momentum up with that. So with the amount of views, some of the things what I've put up are, I would say, are sort of more specialised in nature, so I don't think there's going to be a high count on some of them, but I enjoy them, and if they're part of my collection that I like, I would like to show, well then I'll definitely do that. If it only gets a few views, well, I'm not really that worried, as long as those that do watch it get something out of it, well, that's the best thing for me. Number 9, have you ever done a video without trousers? No, I've been bare feet, that's about it. And I think, at the moment I've got a pair of socks, one's got a hole in it, but that's under the camera and you can't see that, but I'd always have trousers on. Anyway, I can't walk around the house without trousers because there are other people in the house and I don't think they'd be that impressed, so no. And the last question is, how long do you plan on doing these? That is a good question because I don't know. While I've still got things to show that I've got an idea for, or the response ones, to people that put up vinyl tags with questions of, subjects and different types of things, I really like them because you get a different perspective on what other people have, what they are, what they want to show, and then how do you respond to that? Like the 2 artists with consecutive albums, or the start and finish with the same letter, or obviously the vinyl tags, of course, they're really enjoyable. So that sort of thing, I really like doing that. And then every now and then I'll just probably put up some bands or artists that I'm interested in. I try to want to put more Australian material up because obviously that's where I come from, but I'm sort of fairly specialised in what I do like. I'm sort of not into the what you would call the more well-known Aussie bands. A lot of them I've either heard too much of them to be interested in them, or they're just a style that doesn't appeal to me. So I'm into more underground, quieter type bands that you don't hear a lot about. So that sort of thing I'd like to show more of, but some of that material is very hard to find, so that's another problem. I know what I'm chasing, but trying to get the actual records in my hands is not an easy task in some of it. So so there's my 10 questions as a newbie YouTube VC person, and hopefully you got something out of it, and hope to catch up with you again sometime later on. Bye for now.